Hey guys, welcome to Collectors Entertainment Network. I am your host, Anthony, and we are going to do the Book of Boba Fett review, episodes 1 and 2. I meant to do an episode 1 review last week, but it just got away from me, so we're just going to do episodes 1 and 2. I just finished watching episode 2, so let's get into the review now. Okay, the Book of Boba Fett, episode 1. I've been seeing a lot of things online where people were saying that it's just sort of, I think I heard meh a lot. I didn't have that reaction. I thought it was really great. I mean, it is building slow, but that's what I think it's doing. I think it's building slow. It wasn't just a filler episode. It's laying the groundwork for what's to come. I mean, that's what I assume, but it really seems like it's laying the groundwork for what's to come, and it's getting you all the information you need now. So in both these episodes, they've been doing sort of two stories going on at once. There is what's happening right now when he's taken over Jabba's palace. And then every time he goes into a bacta tank, he starts having flashbacks of mostly his survival out of the Sarlacc, but also even further back. They've showed some episode 2 clips of young Boba Fett, which I thought were really great. And they're really trying to build the character, where he's coming from, maybe why he's doing what he's doing. Again, I think it's been great. I think it's been great character building to find out where he's going to go. So in episode 1, we see him taking over, and all the, I guess, the locals, tribe leaders and stuff like that are coming in to pay tribute, which is basically pay him, for his protection. But he doesn't get any payment from the mayor. So you have to, think about what's going on there. We don't know what's up with the mayor, especially in episode 1. We do get to meet him in episode 2. But let's stick with episode 1 first. First of all, there are spoilers in this review. I'm going to put it on the thumbnail and in the description, so you should know it, but I realized I didn't say it at the beginning of the video, so I'm saying it now. So we see all the people paying tribute, and Boba and Fennec walking around town, letting everyone know who's in charge now. They go to that nightclub, I guess, although it's in the middle of the day, so I guess it's also a day club too. But they go there, they meet the owner of that, which is actually Jennifer Beals. Crazy. She's a Twi'lek in this, but it's Jennifer Beals. So we see that place. But there's also something maybe shady going on there. So that is sort of the beginning of the episode. Then there's always some flashbacks to when Boba escaped the Sarlacc pit, which, I mean, every Star Wars fan has wanted to see what happened to Boba Fett. How did he get out of the Sarlacc pit, and what happened to him after that? He was basically robbed by the Jawas. They took all his Beskar. They took his suit, which of course we know where that'll end up and how it'll get back to him based on the Mandalorian. And then he is found by Tusken Raiders, who he tries to escape from but can't. But they don't kill him. They end up just taking him in. They're not particularly nice to him, but they take him in, and eventually he starts to earn their respect. He ends up saving the life of a young Tusken Raider when he slays that beast, which I'm not sure it was, what kind of beast it was. But he slays the beast as it was about to attack the young Tusken Raider, which of course gained him some points in the tribe. And so that's what a lot of the flashback stuff is. How he sort of grows into the Tusken Raider tribe. Then, when we get to the present day, of Boba Fett, he is the new leader, the new crime lord. And as he's walking around town one day, assassins come to take him out. He finally gets out of trouble with the help of, obviously, Fennec and his 2 Gamorrean guards, and they stave off the attackers, and then they end up capturing one, which is pretty much where episode 1 ends. Episode 2 begins with the prisoner that they have, and they they basically threaten him with the Rancor, who's not actually there, but they go through the whole motions. They drop him in the pit, they start opening the door, and once he hears that the doors are opening and is afraid of the Rancor, all of a sudden he's talking, and he says the mayor sent him to kill him. So they take him and they bind him up and they drag him over to the mayor's office, but the mayor's saying he has nothing to do with it. And in fact, sends him over to the bar or nightclub that we saw in the first episode. And she's all skittish, and she's like, haven't you heard? The twins, meaning the Hutts, like Jabba's cousins, are coming to stake claim on it. So there's a stand-up, and then the Hutts come in on their big thrones that they get carried in on, and they basically tell Boba that it's theirs, and Boba says no, it's not. So there's going to be some tension going on there, but they kind of leave that alone, for the time being, and then they go back to he gets in the back of the tank, and they flash back, and then the whole at least second half of the episode. This is a pretty long episode. This was it was on as 53, but with all the credits at the end, I mean, there's at least 5-6 minutes of credits. So, I mean, it's probably about a 45 minute episode, so which is a normal hour show, on network TV with commercials would be about 45 minutes. So this is right in that time frame. So then they go a little bit more in depth with the his time with the Tuskens, and now he's getting trained by them when it comes to using the staff and their sort of fighting technique, but he's also training them. He gets a hold of some speeder bikes. I won't give everything away, and I don't want to go beat by beat through the entire thing, but he gets some speeder bikes and he teaches them how to ride them, because they have a train that keeps coming through town that's firing at them, and they don't know how to stop it. So he says, I'll stop it. And he goes and he gets the speeder bikes. Now, the funny thing is, the speeder bike gang, when they're in town, right before Boba comes to, kick their butts and steal their speeder bikes, he's in a bar. And in the bar, the gang's in the bar, and then there's a couple in the bar, and they're about to beat up the man of the couple. Those are Luke's friends from the deleted scene of Episode 4, A New Hope. Those are the ones that, he goes to Tashi Station and all that. Those are his friends that they cut out of Episode 4, but are in the deleted scenes that you can find anywhere. On the Blu-rays, you can probably find them online or whatever. So that was a nice little Easter egg. It has nothing to do with the plot of the story, but it was a nice little deep-cut Easter egg for people. I knew the girl as soon as I saw it. I mean, it's not the same actress, obviously. It's 40-something years later. 45 years later, almost. But they got a girl who looked really close to her, and they did her up like her, and you could tell that that's who it was. But anyway, so Boba goes, beats up the gang, steals their bikes, brings it back to the Tuskens, teaches them how to ride, and now they can use those weapons, or those bikes, to really go after the train. This also scores many points with the Tuskens. They eventually let him build his own staff fighting thing that they have, and also take him out of those, whatever things he was wearing, and gave him official Tusken Raider garb. And yeah, that's pretty much how the episode ends. They don't flash back to present day, so we'll see where that story goes. But just my overall feelings is, like I said at the beginning, I really think it's building towards something. I know a lot of people were saying that, especially Episode 1, I've seen some good things about Episode 2 so far from fans. I mean, and granted, not everything is for everybody, but I feel like sometimes the last Star Wars Disney Plus show we saw was the Mandalorian Season 2 finale, which was, of course, it was what it was. That was a Season 2 finale. And then the next thing you see is a new show, a spin-off, but a new show and Episode 1. So you're going from a climax to a build-up. So, yes, the last thing blew our minds. We get it. The first episode's not going to blow our minds. It needs to entice us and bring us in, but it's not going to blow our minds. So, in that aspect, I could see people having a little bit of a letdown. You're not going to go up from the season finale. But let's see where this story goes. I think this is 7 episodes. So, I'm super happy with it. It wasn't even one of the shows that I was the most interested in. I'm really interested in Obi-Wan. I'm interested in Ahsoka. I'm interested in Andor. I think Andor could be really great. Really kind of spy, suspense kind of show. Not sure, but definitely Obi-Wan and Ahsoka were the shows I was really looking forward to. But I was happy about, Boba Fett and thought it could be great. And it's actually not better than I thought, because with Favreau and Filoni, I believe they'll do a great job. But it's hooked me in, and it's made the story of him, escaping the Sarlacc and what happened to him and how he gets to where he is in The Mandalorian. It's making the story that I didn't think I needed to see engaging and bringing me in. But I will say this, between The Mandalorian and now Boba Fett, they've really rehabilitated the image of the Tusken Raiders, have they not? I mean, the original movie, Star Wars, Episode 4, they attack Luke. Obi-Wan doesn't have very nice things to say about them. Then you go back to Episode 2, when they, take Shmi Skywalker, and they've tortured her, and to the point where she dies. And then, obviously, Anakin kills every last one of them. But they were basically portrayed as animals on 2 feet, beasts just that walk like men. But here, between The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, they've really rehabilitated the Tusken Raiders image. But again, I'm loving it. If you haven't seen it, hopefully you don't mind the spoilers, but you were warned. And I'm giving you sort of an overview. Watch it. I'm not giving you the dialogue and the drama and the intensity and the action sequences and everything, which have been also really great. So I give it 2 thumbs up so far. I'm going to try and do these reviews every week. Just last week, crazy week, couldn't get to it. So it is, I'm just doing 1 and 2 now, and hopefully I'll do the other ones as they come. If I have to put 2 together because a week is crazy, may happen, but I'm going to try and keep them every week. I want to know what you guys thought. Please mention down in the comments below. Tell me what you think. Don't forget, I've got Star Wars Saturday Night here on the channel. Just about every Saturday night. I try and get something out. But it's not always. But I think I've got an idea for at least the next few weeks, so there should be something there. And of course, all my other shows that I have. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. I've got a Facebook page for Collectors Entertainment Network. Look that up. I always post, when I've got a new video, I always post it over there, so you'll see it. And of course, if you subscribe, you'll see it, and you can hit the notifications for that. So again, the Book of Boba Fett, I think, is doing a great job. I really am. I trust Filoni and Favreau to do a good job, and I think they're living up to my expectations. We're just building. These are the first 2 episodes. We have to build a story. And then we, and for the payoff. We're not going to have the payoff yet. So that's it for now. I hope you guys watch it. And I'll try and get back to you next week for episode 3 review. But until then, have a good one.